like my own video. Get that out of the way. Let's see what commercial they're gonna hit me with right out the gate. Signature hoodies, get them all. Alright. I'm wearing a hoodie. Oh, that's a nice view. Oh, we're looking up the statue's dress. I don't know if that's good or not. Let's see who's here. Mary Jim, Chris Miller, Angie, BCDC, Danny K, Janice, Chris and Frank. Where are we here? Matt S, Tom Lars, Venus, Sony, Frankie. Danny, Marie Bell. Alright, everyone's stacking in. What do we got? We got like 50 people. They're like, oh my god, Bror Fredrik. That's kind of cool. Oh, 60, 70, BK. I am doing pretty good. It's been friggin' busy. I was so anxious I started early. Brenda, Jamie. Alright, well, let's get this out of the way. Boom, pow. Oh, I pumped the brakes just in time. Helen, how are you? I'm glad to be here. They told me that this is the last of the Truvia in the entire restaurant. I wonder if she's pulling my leg or not. But I think I got enough for the next coffee. Alright, let's build this thing real quick. I ain't even gonna mess around. I'm just gonna toss the 5 in there. I need my Truvias. No replacement for sugar, but freaking healthier. Oh, we got a lot to talk about. Do we? I don't know. Yeah, I guess we do. Like, you know what? I'm almost out of stuff to complain about because even though things are what they are, I just wake up every morning like I just won. I don't know what I won, but I feel like I won. Like the whole world won something. Like we all won a prize. Yes, we're gonna have to go through some interesting times, but we won. Good versus evil. Good is winning for the first time in I don't know how long, but good is winning. Venus with the 10 from you and Jim for coffees. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. That is friggin' awesome. Alright. Let me get this done. Yeah, let's get it all in there. I've become such an expert at frothing my milk at the house that it looks like I don't know. Like I can get it like that high and get mustaches and whatnot. Zach, what's happening? Yes, it has been a while. Bert. Yeah, I skipped last week because I was busy. And everyone's doing the, happy retirement. Well, I'm not retiring from life until Christmas Eve of 2030. That's my retirement. It has nothing to do with age. I just think that's an appropriate number. Christmas Eve, waiting for Santa. I retire. I'm out. That's all you got to deal with me until then. Anyway, not that I'll ever truly retire, but, you know, is what it is. Alright, let's do this. Stephen J., thank you for helping with the parking. That is friggin' kind of you. I love you guys. Alright, let's see what's what. You know who's here? Jasmine. Remember Jasmine? Let's zoom in on Jasmine. Remember Jasmine? She was on a long hiatus. And now she's back. That's cool. So probably see her on a video. Alright, so what's going on, everyone? How's the weather been? The weather's been ass. It's been good, but I'm just not ready. Yesterday, at about, 2 o'clock, it was 78 degrees. And then it dropped right away. I mean, it's been in the 50s at night, 55, 56, whatever. You know, but there was no winter to speak of. Remember last year, I put on my trapper hat and we walked around and did all the things. Remember that one night we walked around Circus? My hands were literally frozen. I couldn't hold the freaking gimbal. This year, a sweater. Remember last year, I put on the biker, I put on my bomber, I put on a couple leather jackets, like, heavy-ass jackets and whatnot. Like, kind of the goose level. Not this year. This is it. And I'm, like, a little hot right now. So I think summer's going to be upon us. However, my Christmas tree is still up. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I can prove it. My Christmas tree is still up. I'm still playing Christmas music. I haven't taken not a thing down. I haven't really had time, even if I wanted to, but the first day it hits 80, that's when it starts coming down. So I'm still enjoying Christmas. So I don't know about you people, but, that's me, I did a fire in the fireplace about a week ago because it was cold one night, so I made a fire and everything, and that was kind of cool. But that's why I was hoping it didn't go to 80. It was like in the, how my car, it even gives decimal points. It was like 79.2. I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't hit 80 because now I'm committed to taking everything apart. But I don't want to because I set up the den, like the whole den is like Christmased out like a freak. And I'd left to my own devices, I would leave it up all year. But it is what it is. Alright, I already got hit with another freaking commercial. Doggy pheromones. What does this, make dogs horny or something? Dog pheromones. Oh. What's going on here? No more pee stains, because no horrible smell, because your dog's going to be huffing pheromones. Okay. If you say so. Alright. I know I'm going to have to refresh my chat, so I might as well do that right now. Did you guys miss me? I missed you guys. Alright, let's read some chat activities. Borkenstein, Chaotic Rich. Yeah, I heard it's been cold out in the Midwest, like everywhere but Vegas. I mean, there was some days where it stayed 50, and then it went into the 40s, like 2 or 3 of those days. Present Frank with the 10 banana ramen towards the parking. Thank you very much. I missed everyone. I literally did. Even walking around with shorts and a t-shirt, yeah, it's getting there. I'm almost there. What up? Yeah, I know, the 80s are coming. Hush. Just don't, I'm not ready. Feels like minus 20, minus 40 over by you, Zach. That's a little cold. I mean, I like it cold, but I ain't that kind of cold. Like, I'm white, but I ain't like wave at the police white. Same thing I feel about winter, Weather in Las Vegas, next to, so you mean I'm gonna have to start taking down Christmas next week? Well, I gotta look. I'm trying to think when I took it down last year. I think I went all the way into March last year without taking down. You know what? I would leave it up, but I enjoy putting it up. I love the ritual and putting on the fireplace and cranking freaking Nat King Cole and putting the tree up and decorating and all that. I like that experience as much as I like looking at it every night. I still put the lights on every day, still put them on. I still have some around my headboard. If you came over my place, I got like Christmas lights around my headboard. I do. That's how I roll. Me and Santa. Well, no, it's not like that. Coffee's already cold. I'm gonna drink this one fast. That way we get a hot one. That way I'm caffeined out of my gourd. You had wind chills up to negative 20. Yikes. What up, Dave? South Carolina. I like me some South Carolina. I dig it. All right, see, I lost like 30 people because I'm talking about Santa Claus. Coal in your friggin' style. Oh, well, you can't hear me, you left. All right. I was going to tell Santa to hook you up with some coal. How's the town has been dead. Like dead. It was, I did go to the Aria Super Bowl party. Remember I went like 2 years ago? Went again this time. You know, the VIP thing. I mean, they had like prime rib. Oh, ate lobster at the Super Bowl. It was cool. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about town in general. It was a little weird. Alright, hold on. Want to see? I'll show you. I don't know if we can focus from this side. I might have to turn it around. Wait, I'll turn it around. I'll do you a favor. That was one plate that I had. That was at the Aria. I mean, nice crystal drink there. What was that? Oh, those are 2 lobster tails. What the heck is that? That is some prime rib over there. And I got a bunch of sushi. And then I went back for more. Yeah, it was good. It was good stuff. I mean, it was a fun time, but it wasn't like it was, because, I mean, honestly, the town was dead. The Super Bowl, you know, you wouldn't even know. It was dead. It was pretty quiet. I mean, I even live streamed the one 2 years ago. This one I was like, no, not really, because it was quiet. It was maybe 40% full, where last time it was like 110% full. There was people in the hallways. There was like pop-up kiosks all over the place. You know, in the convention center downstairs, it's huge, huge. This year, not so much. It was like 40% attendance, maybe. I mean, we were like right in the front, in the VIP section, and we were 3 across on the couch, and the closest people were like 3 rows ahead, and maybe like 2 rows behind, and like 4 rows that way. That's how dead it was. But that was the entire town. It was the entire town. Maybe it would have been different, but I just don't think people gave a shit, you know? They probably didn't want to see Taylor Swift, you know, and I mean, everyone was like, oh, I knew the Eagles was going to win. I mean, you could tell from like 30 seconds in, you know, like, it just is what it is. And people like, oh, you know, I'm not a sports guy, so I'm just like regurgitating what I've heard, but I'm turning into a hockey guy, though. You know, the Chiefs, make a dynasty, blah, 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 all this other stuff, but they just sucked. You know, they just sucked from the get-go, from the coin toss. I think they effed up the coin toss, you know? They just sucked. So I think that was part of it, too. The game was like, eh. And I didn't even know who that dude was. Lamar, Kendrick, something, I don't know. Like, one of these guys, like, oh my God, I can't believe he's playing at the, you know, he's doing the Super Bowl halftime. And I'm like, who's that? And this guy just started cracking up. He's like, you don't know who that is? I'm like, should I? He was like, he's a rapper. I'm like, what, like Biggie? You know, that's what I consider rap. I don't consider this new stuff rap per se. I mean, mumble rap, but I don't consider it rap. You know, there's no, you know, I don't know. It does zero for me whatsoever. I mean, if it's got a good beat, but I want to hear what I'm listening to, because you are what you eat. I don't want to consume lyrics and like be like, to like, we worship the devil, you know, or some crazy shit. I want to know what I'm listening to before I consume it. So if I can't understand the words of like music, I'm just like, keep that shit. And I didn't understand a word. I needed like a translator to know what he was saying. Supposedly he dissed Drake over being one of the, you know, the people who were into the little ones and whatever, but I don't know, that did nothing for me. But like, you know, half the people in Aria were like jumping and dancing. I'm just like, is this shit over yet? But that's just me, you know? I mean, you go back to like Prince. All right, Prince, that was a great halftime show. Janet Jackson with a wardrobe malfunction. That was a great show. But overall, it's been like kind of ass as of late, you know? I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, I'm still looking at my freaking dinner over there. But the town is dead. It remains dead. It is quiet. It is quietly dead. Quite dead. Yeah, that's what, you know, like, yeah, he supposedly did call out Drake about his thing, but I'm like, that went right over my head because, you know, like, I don't understand what he was saying. All right. Stop for gas. I'm on the road. Ask the mod to say hi for me while I drive and listen. How you doing, Val? Who else is here? Looking forward to meeting. Oh, Miss Bella. Alright, let's see. Income. Oh, Venmo activities. Thank you, Mary, and thank you, Vaughn. I do appreciate it. So yeah, it's been nuts. It's been busy. You know, I did. What was the last time I live streamed? Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna invite everyone to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least when I have time. And if you like support the channel, or at least the effort tonight, help cover my parking and stuff like that, you know how to do it. Super chat, all the stuff, and I got all the links down there. Yeah. So I did. What did I do? I gotta drink my coffee. There goes Jasmine. Jasmine, that's a cool name. They are spraying. They are spraying the skies here in Vegas like frickin' freaks. Like, it just, you look up and it looks like a Burberry scarf in the sky. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I can literally feel it on days when they go bonkers like that, and they do it with such precision now. You can almost get out a slide rule and be like, yep, 3 miles, 3 miles, 3 miles, 3 miles, 3. I mean, it is, they just blanket the city. I don't give a shit what anyone says. We all know they do it now, you know, they've admitted it. You know, and I literally watch the sky. It usually takes slow, a little bit of time. You can watch the sky turn into cloud cover in an hour. An hour after they do that, it all dissipates, and then the clouds just form from whatever that poison is. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Yeah, I'm a little hot. It's kind of a thick one. It's just like a, I think this is kind of like a cheap one, like Champion or something, but it's comfortable, and I got the kangaroo pouch from the stuff, so I might take it off in a second. I'm getting a commercial. But I could feel that. When they spray, I get like hoarse and whatnot. I don't know what that is, but they need to stop doing that shit. Alright, let's turn this on again. So that was Aria. So what, 2 Friday nights ago? Went and ate at Hockey is fun. I mean, especially here. I don't know, I mean, I saw one other hockey game in my entire life over in, well, I streamed it too. I streamed almost the whole hockey game in Nashville. Went and seen the Predators and whatnot. That was cool. I mean, you know, hockey with skating, with, you know, hitting pucks and whatnot, cool, goal. But in Vegas, it's a whole different thing. They put so much production value into it. You know, the light shows, and it's just nuts. It's seriously nuts. And then the chicks come out and clean the ice every like minute and a half, and everyone's like, which one's your favorite? You know, it's trippy. It's the production value is super high, and that's what makes it kind of exciting here. I have a Golden Knights jersey now, an Eichel jersey. Yeah. But they were sucking wind for a long time. I mean, they were on like a 9-game losing streak. They lost like 10 out of the past 13 or 14. I mean, they were like, they were doing good, but you know, whatever. Yeah, so we went and ate, what was that, 2 Fridays ago? we had reservations at, if you haven't seen the video, go check it out. If you ever wanted to know, at the conservatory. You know, you can eat inside the conservatory. I ate inside the conservatory, and it was from the restaurant Noodles, and that was pretty awesome. My buddy got tied up, not literally, but, you know, got tied up. Maybe literally, I don't know. And so I just went. He's like, go, bro. I'm like, all right. So I go, and I'm just like, hey, is there anything in this place I could eat that's gluten-free? It's a place called Noodles, so the chances were like whatever. And the dude was like, not really, because it's like a preset thing, but, you know, I was like, bro. And he's like, I got you. And then, of course, I got him at the end, too. You know, I peeled off a few for him, you know. But they hooked me up with the gluten-free jam. I mean, gluten-free noodles, the grass noodles. I mean, I ate a lot of carbs, but, you know, normally the sauces. So they made me my own special gluten-free whatever, and I ate. And the funny thing was, the Knights are back in second place, so that means everyone else is sucking that bad, too. Do you think it's worth the prices? Yeah, I think so. I mean, it'd be about the same, probably actually less than what you pay for at the vets. But, yeah, a lot of food. I mean, I ate lobster. You saw what I ate. I mean, and the experience alone was cool. I mean, I saw so many people were like staring, and they were like, oh my God, that guy's eating by himself. It's like, I do a lot of shit by myself, number one, because I like myself, you know, I'm cool with me. Number two, is what it is. What am I gonna do? Oh, I'm secure like that, you know? Whatever. I went in there and ate by myself. I mean, you know, I took like 500 of you people with me too, but at the same time, I would have gone and sat by myself. I'd sit anywhere by myself. Who cares? But dinner, why was that seem like weird? Because that's maybe something like couples would do or whatever. But like people were pointing, they were like, "Oh my God!" And then after a while, I just opened the curtains up and started talking to people. It was kind of cool. I'm getting hot. Yeah, I think it's time to peel this off. Hold on. Oh, look at that. Dry armpits. That could have been embarrassing. I don't perspire like that. Oh, that's much better. Much better. But it was fun. I mean, yeah, I could have taken, you know, someone with me, but why, you know? I thought it was fun just doing it by me. And then we walked around a little, but that was fun. That was the last live stream. That was 2 weeks ago. I gotta get Jasmine's attention. So I need another cold. Ooh, he covered his mouth. People are sneezing and ganking and snorting up all sorts of stuff in town. And like not covering their mouth. Do they not remember, you know, what happened a couple years ago? I mean, I think people actually forgot all that. Like people lost their businesses. Remember? Okay. The people on a certain side of the aisle, mostly like weirdos with rings in their nose and shit, they're out there saying that, oh my God, they're firing federal workers. Oh my God, it's the end of the world. You know, I was doing a study on how fast shrimp swim, you know, and that was my career choice, and now I got laid off. Shut the fuck up. The same people seem to have forgotten that 4 years ago, federal workers and regular workers all got fired because they refused to do that. But that was okay? So, you know, did everyone forget about that? That they fired like military, they fired any federal worker that wasn't willing to stick some poison in their freaking arm and get AIDS from it? You heard that, right? People are like getting diagnosed with AIDS, and it's related to pretty crafty. I hope Robert Kennedy Jr. just kicks everyone in the nuts pretty soon. I can say whatever I want now. It's like, who freaking cares? at this stage of the game. I just call up Elon and be like, bro, you gotta buy you some YouTube. Alright, let's see who's here. Powder girl. How you doing, Powder girl? Cindy, who else is here? Yeah, you've been to a Golden Knights game. It's a production. It's an absolute production. First hockey game was in Toronto in '67. Bobby Hull. I know who Bobby Hull was. Will you wear it next? What? Will I wear it next Friday? Maybe. If it's not like 90 degrees by next Friday, which it probably will be. It's a little big on me because that's the only size they have, you know. I like things like a little like more form-fitting, but it's friggin' hockey. You're supposed to have pads under it and shit. But it's a cool one. It's like the black and gold one. It's pretty awesome. Alright, let's see who else is here. Powder girl, I like that. Powder girl. Why did my brain immediately go to that? Oh, Spider-Man. That's what I'm thinking of. I saw some of Jack Reacher. That guy's a freaking freak. I'm surprised he doesn't have a ring in his nose. He is as far to the left as they come. You know, but I mean, should I boycott Reacher over that? I don't know. But I was watching it on my living room floor. I took a pillow over my bed and I'm watching it on the living room floor. And it was pretty good. Last season blew because it was just woke. It just screamed ultimate wokeness because that's him. This time, you know, this so far has been good. Yeah, hit the like button. Christopher C. 118 people. That's not too bad. We'll see who I can offend today. I hope not. I don't think my audience offends. But we're winning. Jasmine. Let's see if I can mind control her. I'll do my broad Jedi trick. The picture's so washed out. I'm like not that white. Maybe I am. Look at my eyes almost look white. I don't know why the picture's so washed out. Anyway. Is what it is. Probably some schmutz on the lens. Alright, let me see if I could like mind control Jasmine over here. Alright, let's see if that worked. But, been busy, been doing my thing. Holy cow. Is that like a heart alert? Look at that, I'm drinking the heck out of some coffee and I'm only at like 92. What was my range for today? 58 to 114. That ain't bad. 114 was probably the walk from the parking garage over here. Pretty freaking healthy, I gotta say. But hey, Bror Fredrik, you drink all that coffee. Yeah, that's right. But I don't eat any carbs. This is a big, I haven't been able to eat any bacon in a long time. Bacon, like nothing's on sale in Vegas anymore. Like I said, there is going to be some trials and tribulations as things settle in and whatnot and yada, yada, yada. You know, food prices. Oh, how come eggs aren't like price come down? Well, what do you think? There's a fucking egg button somewhere where you change the price? That was the previous administration killing all the chickens, you know? But see, that doesn't even make me upset anymore. You know why? Because I sit around and I'm just like, I just sort of enjoy the freak out. It's like a daily show of like freakouts, you know? They're like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. I want to see all the people who are like with the TDS, you know, the derangement syndrome, turn down their $5,000 check. They didn't turn down their stimmy checks. You know, they're stimmies, but are they going to turn down the $5,000 check that'll probably come our way? 10 grand, maybe 20. I'm not. Hey, anyone in the audience who wants to boycott, you know, boycott Trump and give me that 5,000, I'll buy Bitcoin with it. Let's put your money where your mouth is, you freaking hypocrites. You know, that's all I got to say about that. Oh, what's that going to do anyway? Oh, isn't that going to lead to more inflation? I mean, that's like, okay, so you have a business, right? Let's assume you have a business. Oh, no, wait. I'm going to try to come up with an analogy. Okay, your house gets robbed, or your apartment gets robbed, or your business gets robbed, and the cops come along and they catch the guy. Do you get mad at the cops for catching the guy? That's what's going on in the world right now. I mean, is the 5,000 tons of gold still there? I doubt it. You know, Elon says he wants to live stream it. I don't think he should. I mean, I don't agree with everything. I don't think he should be live streaming that, you know, because that would be like a national security issue. However, the UK just sent us like a few tons of gold, like a shit ton of gold. Like, why did they have our gold? Anyway, so yeah, because that belongs to us. That gold in Fort Knox, that belongs to us. That doesn't belong to the government. The government has no money. The government has no money. The government has our money that we pay in taxes. That gold is ours. You know, the money that they spent, you know, with the LG whatever comic books in Nicaragua, $10 million, which, you know, that's all money laundering. That's your money being spent. How can you get mad at someone who's stopping that? Oh, but, you know, the federal worker who is, you know, doing a case study on the mating habits of the hoot owl after smoking 420, you know, oh, that person is, what are they going to do with their lives now? I don't give a shit. I don't really give a shit what they do with their lives now, you know? And unemployment's going to go up. It's been up, you know? The only reason, LOL, I saw that, Jim. The only reason unemployment numbers have been in check throughout the whole Biden administration is because he's been hiring federal workers. That's been inflating. The true number was like 8%, but he's been hiring, you know, little frickin' retards. Oh, excuse me, for those who don't like that word. Little, you know, wet behind the ears, frickin' nose through the ring, purple hair little idiots, studying whether fish get drunk. Oh, $17 million to figure out if fish get drunk and what alcohol makes them more drunk and what's the proportion of alcohol you gotta put in the water to make a fish drunk. They're literally spending our money on this shit. How come I smell incense? Someone walked in from the blessing spot with all the incense. I smell it. It smells good. It smells like Chinese New Year. So yeah, what the heck was I talking about? Oh, so I don't really care. I mean, so they're unemployed. I don't care. I was unemployed. I lost my fucking business. So go F yourself. I lost a business that I ran for 30 years because of some freaking thing with the face and the this and the whole lie that they knew about and funded from the Wuhan lab. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna say it. I don't give a shit. You know? I mean, I could have started it back up. I chose to do different things. But yeah, screw you. You know, you're gonna study fish dying? I had a 30-year business that I was deemed non-essential. And I didn't get no stimmy. So yeah, F these people, you know, the unemployed. I mean, like I said, the unemployment's been bad throughout the whole presidency of, you know, that guy who had dementia, whatever his name was. So, you know, whatever. You got hired to study how fast shrimp swim. Do you need to know that? Do you need to know how fast? The only thing I want to know is how fast shrimp swim into my mouth when I'm eating them. Swim into my mouth. Yeah. You know, other than that, but that's what the government's been spreading the agenda of, you know, chopping off your weenie and all that all over the world, blanketing the globe that, oh, we got to teach people in Ghana how to put on men in Ghana how to put on lipstick. That's where your taxpayer money's going. You know, that's despicable. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna say it, but I hear that people are like, F paying taxes this year. You know, I hear a lot of people going like, I ain't paying no freaking tax now that I know where it goes to. You know, teaching, you know. What's the other one? Oh, teaching people in Vietnam how to properly use pronouns. That was worth a few million. Like the Vietnamese are like, you know, they need blanketing the earth with this bullshit agenda. Why? Well, just ask yourself why. Maybe because like the people in charge are like, you know, switch hitting. I don't know, like the president of France. I mean, tell me that's not a dude. Tell me that's not a dude. Someone told me it's a father and a dude, but that's a little... Who said that? Someone said that, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's where your tax money's going. So screw all that. Yeah, so I don't really care. Oh, and that's the other thing. Oh my God, you know, people are gonna... Whatever. Yeah, Iraqi Sesame Street. I mean, really? Iraqi Sesame Street? I mean, it's crashing and burning. Kash Patel got installed today. He's gonna release the you-know-who list. I probably can't. I don't care about, you know, what they do afterwards, because you know they're demonetizing this video. But you know that the lists are gonna be released. Both the P, what's his name, and the Jeff, who's his face. Yeah, shit's happening, but it's not gonna be. I mean, I feel great. Every day I wake up, I'm just like, you know? But that does not mean that it's going to be all smooth sailing. It's just not going to be all smooth sailing. Eliminate the IRS? Oh, that'd be so terrible. No, it's not. I mean, think about it this way. Federal workers, they hired 80,000 of them to find out if you had a yard sale or not. You're okay with that? You're okay with that? Oh my God, you know, so-and-so, Powder Girl, you know, made $601 at a garage sale. You know, go after her, you know? Okay, no. How about we just fire all them assholes? Put them on the border, do something. I don't care. I literally told someone, I had to call up my bank the other day. Like 2 days ago. I had to call up my bank. And I wanted to make an appointment because I wanted to go in, but I wanted to make sure it was at a certain time because I'm a busy guy. And I'm waiting on the phone for like half an hour, not like this, you know, I don't have a freaking landline at home, you know. So it's there, I got an earpod in, an AirPod and whatnot. Half hour later, Naren Drakumar in India picks up and he's like, hello, how can I help you today? And I'm just like, bro, I need to make an appointment. And he's like, sorry, we don't do appointments by phone. You gotta go online. I don't wanna go online. That's why I picked up the phone. I thought that would be more efficient. However, so my mind's working. So I'm like, I have two choices. Tell this guy I'm like a 98-year-old World War II veteran and I don't own a computer and he needs to help me or I'm gonna cry and shit. Or, I don't call that a lie, whatever. I'll do it. You know, because they're gaslighting the shit out of us, so I don't care. Or I tear him a new asshole. So I chose the latter. So I'm like, hey, Naren Drakumar, guess what? You are gonna be replaced. You are gonna end up in the street selling that nasty frickin' street food in New Delhi. Because you're done, bro. You're done. I said I could take a half an hour and work out an AI bot agent to replace you. So you're fucked, dude. So don't talk to me like that. And it was dead silence. He didn't even know how to respond to that because he knows. Option 2, I'm not cutting anyone any slack anymore. Maybe I am a little like wound up. Oh, my mind, I didn't really reach deep enough inside Jasmine's mind. Because I do need coffee now. But she's got like a whole bunch of people up there. Hold on, let me see if I can summon her, mentally summon her. It's not working. I usually have pretty strong powers when it comes to that. But she's pouring drinks like a freak. It's happy hour. Anyway, I need more coffee. So, I'm not taking any shit from anyone anymore. I've made up my mind. You know how quiet we've had to be for the past 4 years? You know, you got some blue-haired frickin' weirdo with things in his ears and the thing in the nose and these are my pronouns and all this other bullshit. And I dealt with it for 4 years and tiptoed around the tulips and, break any eggs, none of that shit. Now, I just don't give a shit anymore. I honestly don't give a shit because we won. Well, you're playing by our rules now. Sorry, we're not playing by your rules anymore. So when I get shitty service, and the level of entitlement of the average service worker now is off the frickin', who you call, who you talk to, they're all just like entitled. There's no more serve in the service industry. And they want, their 20-25% tip? I see you. What up? I ain't playing that game. I am not playing that game anymore. I don't give a shit. I'm vocal. Silent, okay. You know why the world has turned all sorts of effed up? Because the silent majority. Yeah, I believe that the majority of people are good. The majority of people want the right thing for themselves, for their families, for their businesses, for their country, for the planet. I honestly believe that. The majority of the people, and the rest of them are all fucking evil. However, when they push forward that silent majority, like we were somehow puppet masters behind the scenes, that bit us in the ass. Silent. And then it became silenced. Where you had a kowtow to every freaking thing going on. I just don't do it anymore. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit anymore. If I get bad service, I'm just vocal about it. If someone's like, oh, sorry, we don't make phone I'm calling my bank. I'm calling my bank who's holding my money, and I hate banks anyway. Fuck banks. Bitcoin. I'm calling my bank. They have my money, and they act like they're doing you a favor. It's not your money anymore. The minute you give custody of your money to a bank, kiss it goodbye. Just don't trust banks. Anyway, they act like they're doing me a favor. Oh, sorry, we don't do that? Oh, you can't press a button? Oh, okay, I could talk to you. I could tie up your day for an hour if I want. Hey, what's the interest rate? What's the difference between APR and the actual interest? I could do that. I could tie him up for a frickin' hour, and just waste his time. But I don't have that kind of time to waste. But he won't take 30 seconds to, enter my zip code, find a branch near me, and put in an appointment? Come on. You're being replaced by AI, dude, and I'm going to be one of the people who do it, so I don't give a shit. I really don't. So I'm not taking crap, and I suggest you don't take crap anymore. Stand up for yourself. That whole Karen thing. Oh, stop being a Karen. There's a Karen, that's a Karen, here's a Karen, there's a Karen everywhere, Karen. You know what that was designed to do? It was designed to get you to shut the actual F up for fear of being a Karen. In essence, don't stand up for your rights. Don't ask for what's right. None of that stuff. Otherwise you're a Karen. You want to speak to the man. Screw that. Karen away. Can do all the Karens. I don't care. I don't care. I get bad service, I'm just like, I'm going to replace you with AI. I can't wait till the bot. Do you know they have a bot they have not a bot. They have a new robot. Remember Elon's robot, $25K? They have a new one for $16,000. $16,000. And I saw a demo of it, and it was not AI. I mean, it could have been, but what do you know? I could be AI for all you know? It's so good now. It has such dexterity that they showed it. Did anyone see the video? They were showing it picking strawberries and putting it in a basket, and it's cooking. It's taking a freaking cucumber and it's, you know, slicing it. I mean, I don't know if I'd give a knife to my robot. I teach it kung fu, but I don't know if I'm going to give it any weapons. 16 grand. In a year, they're going to be 5 grand. You can buy your own robot, and all these people are going to be replaced. Who would you rather? I would rather. All right, there's some work I want to do in my place. So I'm tossing it up. Do I do it in between the 60 hours I already work? Do I hire someone who's totally freaking incompetent because I actually know what I'm doing? I could do a better job than you, but I still have to pay you like $75 an hour? Or do I get a robot? I get a robot. I get a robot to redo my countertops. They got to be buffed out and all that stuff. Yeah, it'll probably know how to cook a steak, you know? I mean, it'll have AI, it'll have, an LLM, so it'll know how to properly do a steak and whatever. I mean, they're amazing. It'll, you know, it's like, how does it know where the cucumbers are? Because it's a freaking robot. It's smarter than you. It knows that they're in the bottom drawer on the left-hand side. And the peppers are over there, and the onions is over there. The onions are hanging in the thing. You know, I got the basket with the onions. It knows. It's got eyes. It'll whip up a meal. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. So yeah, people are screwed. Oh, but what about the human touch? All right. Now, if Jasmine gets replaced by a robot, I'll tell you what, the robot will be over here with my cup of coffee. Because, you know, Jasmine's busy. She's pouring drinks like a freak over there. But I'm like Jones in coffee. Like, I should be too deep by now. Okay, you know, I got the wonderful greeting, you know, because I haven't seen her in a while. Oh my God. Da-da. You know, it was nice. It was warm, you know? Like, what up, sis? A robot ain't gonna give me that, but do I need that? I mean, I got plenty of human contact in my life, trust me. I got all the human contact I need. I don't need it in the streets and whatever. But if they replaced it with a robot, I'd have my coffee already. You know, bottom line, I'd have my coffee already. I don't care. I mean, bring on the robots and the AI. I don't give a shit. I just don't anymore. Because I'm tired of the entitled service worker. It's everywhere you go. I mean, life has become so difficult. I mean, every phone call you have to make. Oh, put on hold, press 1 for this, do 5 for that, and then you're talking to a human being, and they don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. I'd rather, you know, have the robot resurface my granite countertop. You know? Alright, robot. Take this DeWalt orbital sander, put some 320 grit on it, and go. You know? And I could be on a frickin' Teams call, you know? Making money. Ain't a bad deal. I'm gonna do that shit. Breathe frickin' granite dust and whatever. I mean, they're not bad. They're just getting dry looking. You gotta do that every couple of years. Or not, you know. Depends if you like reselling your home or not. Yeah. So, I ain't taking shit from anyone anymore. Who's got a retention? I gotta go talk to these people. Hey, send her over here. I'm down to my last drop. But yeah, entitled service workers, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm so over it. I'm beyond over it. I mean, me and my buddy talk about this a lot, and it's like not a, you know, I don't want to like beat the horse to death all the time, but it's just every day's a new adventure. You know, we speak at night and we're just like, what do you got? What happened to you today? You know, I ran into this, I did that. This Uber driver was like, okay, I was taking some Ubers last week. I'm in these people's cars, you know, and they got the 17 air fresheners in there, and I'm locked in, and I'm breathing these chemicals, and I'm just like, what? And then I'm like broke, you know, roll down the window, turn off the freaking heated seats. It feels like my balls are fucking cooking over here. And they don't even speak English, you know? And he's just like, or they try to gaslight you. Oh, you're the only one. You know, you're the only one who doesn't want the heated seats. Yeah, you know, I don't want my freaking, you know, my nads getting freaking roasted. I feel like they're in a freaking air fryer over here. You know, I'm just up to here with it. Every day is an adventure. But when the robots come, and I saw one today that some company is gonna deploy 100,000 Terminators. 100,000 military-grade robots. Those ones that you can't knock over. Have you seen any of those videos where you push it and you just cannot knock it over? Like in those kung fu and whatnot. Yeah, and they got like titanium armor, and yeah, they're like full-blown freaking Terminators. All they got to do is put red eyes. If they put the red eyes in there, oh, like that. I don't know if I'm gonna be a big fan of, but or those military robot dogs, they pull up in a van, the sides of the van pop open, and like 10 of those robot dogs jump out. But here's the thing, they only have like a 20-minute battery life, so you know, just keep going, you know, just run. All right, now I'm getting chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Yeah, and then they always got the handout with the tip. Yeah, you know, anywhere you go to any store, and the employees in there will act like you're an intrusion. Like if I was in their bedroom or something, or I'm in their house, which I get, you know, it's their place of business. But you show up with the intent of serving me, you know? Don't make me feel like I'm in your way. You know, you should be trying to get out of my way. Jasmine. Alright. Hold on. Oh, my watch is telling me it's time to stand the actual F up. I don't want to. Oh, is that a robot? Is that AI? I'm not a slave to AI. I might be AI. You don't know. I'm making an AI avatar of myself, just for shits and giggles, because I mess around with all the AIs. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to get up. I don't want to, but I think I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I am not caffeinated. Yeah, you go to Europe and they don't tip. Exactly, Dave. Alright, hold everything. Alright, I said I like friggin' 10 times already. Alright, I did it again. Hang tight. It's coffee time. It's coffee time. I don't believe I'm doing this. My mind trick wasn't working. I done did it. I don't like the color of this shirt. What do you think? It's getting a little, like, the pockets stretching, too. It's a little weird. Let me turn it this way, wait. Doesn't that look a little weird? What does that look like? I don't know. I'm not digging the color. Now we got coffee. Alright, here we go. Granted, sometimes the service is a little... Yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like to tip people. I really do. I mean, she's going to get an easy 10 or better. Depends whether they charge me or not. See, if they don't... Some of them charge me for the coffee, some of them don't. If they don't charge me for the coffee, I give them everything. You know? So the cost of the coffee becomes part of that tip. So, you know, it depends. She could end up with 20 and she could end up with 20. I'm generous that way because, all right, she was busy over there, you know, there's slack. She'll come take care of us. I don't mind tipping, but don't expect it. Don't make it like, oh, that's part of, you know, that's part of, you owe me. I don't owe you shit. You know, you owe me, it's a transaction. You give me great service, I, in exchange, as part of my end of the transaction, will tip you. If you do not perform good service, I don't feel obligated to tip you. You know, I mean, this whole thing, especially in Vegas, that you must tip, it's mandatory. No, I'm not, I just don't feel obligated. You know, I tip very well to people who treat me very well. And they will remember you, and they'll continue to treat me well. If they don't treat me well, they won't see a friggin' dime out of me. I don't feel obligated to supplement their boss's income on a $1 billion property. I don't feel obligated to do that. And people are like, oh, it's good karma. Oh, is it good karma when your boss pays you at your job? Is that good karma for him, or is he paying you? You're doing your job. It's good. What's karma? I don't believe in karma anyway. I mean, a little bit, but not really. Oh, the universe comes with... You know, I believe, like, biblically, you know, you reap what you sow, there's a time to harvest. You know, I believe that stuff, but, you know, just like pissing your money away. Oh, I got a hand pay of $1,204, which is all the hand pays people ever see anymore. Tell me that's not rigged, you know, by the town. Oh, they can't rig the slots. Yeah, okay. Anyway. Oh, so I'm gonna give them, oh, you gotta give 10 or 20% when that happens, you know, when someone gives you a hand pay. Fuck that. You know, give them like $20, maybe. You know, I mean, if I put in 200 and I got 1,200, you know, if I got a 20 in my pocket, here you go. You did your job. You know, it's not like the old days where...
Okay, I was going to say, I didn't have any more.
Yeah, I know. I had to put those on the side. Thank you. Now we're ready. We got the hot stuffs now. She gave me the real sugar, just in case. And that's Mercedes. Mercedes is a little weird. Sometimes she's like, hey, you know, she's like super happy and whatnot. And it depends. I think her and Haley have a little like competitive thing going on. Not over me, but just in general. Like, I noticed that if I say hello to Haley first, then Mercedes, like, you know, she's like cold the rest of the time. If I say hello to Mercedes first, she's a little happy the rest of the time, and Haley's cool with it. So they got some, or not cool, a little bit. They got some type of like competition going on. I don't know what it is. I don't want to be part of it, but I'm just saying. Women are funny. They're easy to figure out. You don't need a book, but they're funny. So robots, yeah. What are we talking about? Now that I have coffee. I have one last Trulia. They said that's all they have in the entire store. Alright, what do we got? Oh, we got time. We got all the times. So, stop putting up with people's bullshit. Tip people when they do well. Call them out on their crap. I call people out on their crap now. I don't care. I'm tired of being quiet. So, and call me out on my crap. I don't care. Whatever. Let's keep each other honest. And you know what? I'll tell you something else. A little shame goes a long way. You know, what did we spend the past 5 years going, ooh, you're shaming me for this and shaming me for that, shaming. Well, what exactly happened? As soon as we stopped shaming people, they're walking around with their freaking pants around their ankles now. The people need a little freaking shame, you know? There's some things in life you should have shame. You should be embarrassed. You should be ashamed of your behavior. Oh, and, you know, yeah, let's bring back a little, not bullying, but yeah, a little shame is good. A little shame is good. I was not able to make an appointment. That guy stood on the end of the phone, just like I thought he hung up. But he knew because, you know, he's in India, what I was saying. You know, he knows that his job, I mean, he's going to be selling that street food, you know, they like cook it with their feet and whatnot in New Delhi and whatever. You've seen the videos. Nasty. You know, dripping freaking armpit sweat into the street food and shit. It's just nasty. He knows he's going to have to go back to doing that, you know, instead of working in the call center. But I don't give a shit because, you know, I want, you know, I'm speaking to Narendra Kumar in frickin' India or whatever, and it's not about Indian people, but I'm just saying outsourcing, and you're giving them your like social security number, your account number, your frickin' password to some dude who's making $2 an hour in New Delhi? Really? Really? And you feel okay with that? I'd rather give it to a robot, you know? Because you tell me he can't be compromised? Someone can't come along with $1,000 and say, bro, give me all your freaking passwords that you wrote down today at the call center? Please. Oh, you see that Bybit got hacked for $1 billion in, I think it was Ethereum today? And they're like, don't worry, we'll get it all back to you. No, they won't. I mean, they might, but they probably won't. Not your keys, not your crypto. How many times I gotta warn people? So everyone who was on Bybit, letting them custody their crypto, is now flying to New Delhi to go sell street food. Yeah. Don't leave. Ooh, that's strong. She hooked the brother up. Alright. I'm gonna have to go, yeah, it's got a little twang to it. I'm gonna have to go full blown. I'm gonna have to put the rest in it. It's my last one. Bam. Yeah, just stop. Just stop. Oh, but all these people are gonna lose their jobs. Well, nobody told you McDonald's was supposed to be a career. Wasn't that for like high school kids? You know, college kids in between classes. When did it become a career? You know? And all these other jobs. Oh, I'm a park ranger. I lost my job. Park could be just fine. How about studying some AI? But whatever. Yeah, some people just need to be humbled and some people just need to be shamed a little bit. And I don't care. People call me on my crap too, and I take it like a man. Sometimes I'm just like, you know what the fuck you're talking about. But most of the time, I'm cool with it. But the funny thing is, I generally know my shortcomings before they're brought to my attention. You know, if someone else happens to pick up on it too, that sucks. But, you know, I know it. I'm very self-aware. You know, when you got bros, you know, bros keep, you know, even sisses, you know, they keep you balanced. Like, okay, like I pulled this hoodie off. It's got like a little fuzzy lining. Chances are there's like a couple of blue lint balls in my head because I shaved from here over, right? You know that. But I did that at like 6:30 this morning. So it's getting a little like, you know, sandpapery back there. There's probably a couple of pieces of frickin' lint on my head from pulling that jersey off because I can feel it, you know, scraping because the hair's growing down, you know what I'm saying? So, how many people are going to tell me that? You know, most people would let me walk around with a couple of freaking lint balls on the back of my head looking all freaking stupid. You know, you could tell who your friends are when they're like, bro, you know, eat them in. You know what I'm saying? Eat them in. Or, hey, you got some lint balls. I mean, I'll even, you know, good friends will pull it off for you. What does that mean? What does that mean? We're getting married? No, it means you give a shit. You know, and I'll do it for them. You know, if we're wearing like a backpack and the band is twisted, I don't mind going up to the dude and fixing his freaking band. I don't want him looking stupid because I care about the guy, you know? But that's how you tell who your friends are, so I don't care if people call me on my crap. I think the chat is doing good. My hair got all... Yeah, I know, right? It's getting long. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I didn't slick it back today. It's getting long. I mean, look at that. It's like, what? Look at that. It's getting long. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know why. It's just like once a year, I got to do this social experiment where I just let it grow. I don't know why. I don't like having long hair. I just like having it kind of buzzed. But some people say it looks good, but that's not why I do it. Yeah, it's time to, I could like spike it all up and whatnot. It's kind of cool. I don't want to deal with I mean, I don't disagree, Angie, you know? You don't have a debit card? Well, I get that too. I mean, I'd still prefer to use cash for most things or whatever. But that's a cool thing with the beggars here in Las Vegas too. When they beg for money, I'm just like, I don't use cash, bro. You know? But I'm just waiting for the day where one of them whips out his iPhone 16 Pro and says, I got Venmo, you know, then I'm going to be like, why are you begging for me, bro? I don't got one. I'm rocking a 14 over here. But yeah, I was resistant. I prefer to do things old school myself. But, you know, you just got to do what you got to do, you know. Times are changing. Let me check fan funding. Oh, I got everyone covered there. Bam. Yeah, the high and tight. Like, I like when it's like growing out like this way a little bit. I don't know why. But I don't know what it's going to do. You know what it happens? Believe it or not, my hair gets curly. After it hits like the 2 inches that it's probably at now, 1.5 inches, then it starts to curl. So, that's when I'm just like, nah, check please. Anyway, coffee. And you know what else I noticed? Alright. Should we go there? Yes. I was at El Super last night. It was a ghost town. There was like 3 people in there. I'm just like, yo. I said to the guy, I'm like, yo, has it been like this? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I said, is it because like people are afraid to leave their house? And he's like, because I told you, there's like, they think, they don't know, they think there's somewhere between 175,000 and 250,000 illegals in Las Vegas. And you can tell. The traffic's been lighter. However, some businesses are suffering because their employees haven't shown up or whatever. It's DJing with the 10 Bananaramas going towards the parking. Thank you very much. Good to see you as per usual. Fresh cup of coffee, Kyle. What up, bro? Yeah. So the traffic's lighter. Like, people are not showing up to work. The Walmart is dead. El Super, like I said, they're going to have to close that place down because, I mean, that's just indicative. Did any of the Aldi, I don't know if Aldi's opened or not. Not quite sure. I haven't kept on top of that. I hope that if they do open, I hope they survive. They did what the hell is the name of that place from Florida? They tried over here, was open for 2 months and closed. Not Smart and Final. I passed there the other day. There's actually a Smart and Final in this town that's been open since like 1995, the first time I moved here in 96. Like, who shops at Smart and Final? I mean, you know, I don't know, whatever. Robots. Yeah, that's what I was telling someone last night. They were like, you know, this dude who has a construction company was like, oh, my crew of 40 workers building this development, I think near Summerlin. Only 8 of them showed up today. Oh, whine, 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 cry, cry, cry. Oh, does that mean you were hiring illegals? Is that what you're saying? Or, you know, did they have phony paperwork? What was going on with that? You know, I don't feel bad for you either. I feel bad for the people who have the houses, but that's why you get robots. I'd rather have a robot build my house any day. You know? They could build a robot work 24/7, like friggin' 50 of them. Bunk. And your house is done in an hour. I would rather have that than, I mean, you know, you ever see half the labor they do? You know, that's why I still do my own work. I want to paint. I want to paint, you know, because I haven't painted since I moved to this place. It's been, what, 5 years or whatever. I want to repaint, you know? I don't want to, I mean, I know nobody's going to do as good a job as me. They're going to come in with a sprayer. They're going to spray my freaking doorknobs. Who's going to take the doorknobs and the hinges and all the stuff and mask everything and, you know, make sure it's just going to be a shit show. So, no, I'm going to do it myself. But if I had a robot, hey, robot, paint this freaking room for me. A robot can do that, you know? Is that worth $16,000 or $20,000 to have like a staff member that does everything, doesn't complain, doesn't ask for a tip? You know, you don't get sexual you don't get SA, you know? Oh, he said this and that, blah, blah, blah. He looked up my skirt. They're opening in April. Houses can be 3D printed too, exactly. I mean, they can to a degree. The framework, if it's all concrete. Aldi's is huge in Florida. Aldi's was the first one who started that thing. I remember, like, put a quarter in the shopping cart, you know, and then you have to bring it back and get your quarter, and I'm just like, I don't need the quarter that bad, you know? But they had some decent stuff in there. Yeah, I mean, I would rather, like stuff like that. I still find certain things, I wouldn't call it manual labor, but certain things cathartic. I like to wash dishes, you know, I do. I have a dishwasher, a beautiful dishwasher, stainless steel inside, the whole bit. You know what I do? I store shit in there because I rarely ever use it. Because I like doing dishes. I like the soap and the hot water, and it's like taking a bath for your hands, you know? It's kind of like relaxing. I put on the music, I wash the dishes, think about life, the whole bit. But yeah, wash the car I like to do. But not sand my countertops, you know? Not paint my room, that's not cathartic. A robot can easily pull that off. No, it's going to put people out of work. How about you learn how to program robots? Problem solved. I mean, eventually, but here's the thing. Eventually, there'll be no need for work, per se. Think of Star Trek. I always bring up this analogy. Think of Star Trek. And yes, this transitional period for the next couple of years, decades, is going to suck for some people. But that's why you have to set yourself up now. You know the fiat currency system is bankrupt. So If you're not doing anything alternative to that, you're kind of screwed anyway. Yeah, it's going to be transition, but think of Star Trek. Did they have jobs in Star Trek? No. No one had jobs. No one had, you didn't get paid. You just got up in the morning and you did what you did just to be a productive human being. If it was studying, if it was, starship captain, if it was a bartender, you just did it because it was fulfilling and you wanted to do it. Someone wanted to do it. Yeah, the Ferengi, they would like wheeling and dealing, but you know what I'm saying? But that's because all of your needs were met. And eventually all your human needs will be met. I mean, how much do you really need out of life? I mean, you need some stuff. And like 2 of everything. But, so is it going to suck? The more people hold on to things and say, oh, we can't replace this with a robot. We can't replace that with why? Just think about it. Why? I mean, yeah, it's like, oh, these poor people, this, that, and the other thing. When, you know what? When it comes to you and when you get replaced, because almost everybody can be replaced by a robot or AI. Probably not me. Because robots don't have intuition, and I have like freaky freaking intuition. And I have charisma. That's part of my job too. Robot ain't gonna have no charisma. However, most people can be replaced. 80% of the people who are employed right now can be replaced. And do I feel bad about that? Am I helping usher that in? Kinda, because my company does work in the AI space very heavily. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You can't replace what you do with a robot? I suppose not. Probably not. It could probably do auto body and robot, it depends. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, they'll be able to catch a fly by its left wing. That's the level of dexterity they will have. Will they have emotion? No. Intuition? No, they'll have algorithms. So some people are safe, some people are not. But that's besides the point. I ain't gonna feel bad. I ain't gonna feel bad about it, because but they have no. But does that mean just because there's robots walking around and whatever that I'm gonna lose my? No, I'm still gonna have friends and relationships and family. I'm still gonna have all those things. It's just I don't have to deal with asshole freaking self-entitled cashiers at freaking Walmart. That's what I'm talking about. I don't need that aggravation in my life. I don't need, some, guy in India telling me he refuses to make a freaking appointment for me at my bank, that where my money is. And I have to go online and do that, screw all that. And that's the shit I'm tired of. Do I want that in my life? No. I don't need that level of aggravation. So, I don't need humans being an obstacle and to justify their existence. And I noticed lately, people are getting, you can tell who thinks we're winning and who thinks we're losing. Like all these people oh my God, they're actually exposing government corruption. All the freaking freaks, You can tell who they are because they're the ones who are giving you the most shit. The ones who know that their shit is not going to be tolerated anymore. They're the ones who are giving more. Have you noticed that too? Like the people who are on that side are, in the service industry in particular, they're getting prickly and stuff because they know their freaking reign has come to an end, and they're holding on to dear life. And in one way I can't blame them because, a wounded animal is going to come out fighting, so you got a lot of these people who thought that their way of life, that they've had for the past 4 years of freaking nose rings, purple hair, and shitting on people and being unqualified for the job. Oh, by the way, that plane that flipped over in Canada, woman pilot, it's like her first month on the job. She just got her license from an airline that said, we hate men and we only hire women. Good job. Did she deserve that job? Oh, but it's all about equality. Well, she couldn't fly a fucking plane. She flipped it over. She flipped a plane over. Oh, they're going to blame Trump for that. Oh, it's Trump's fault for firing them. How is her inability to fly related to Trump? She was like, what, they're taking selfies in the cockpit? Living my best life ever. She was unqualified for the job. I'm tired of unqualified people. Doesn't care if it's a woman, a dude. I don't care what color you are, black, white, brown, red, yellow. I don't give a shit. Just be qualified for your freaking job. I'm tired of dealing with people who are unqualified. And they're sitting there thinking like, you know, I'm in charge of this department. I'm in charge of the cheese department here in frickin' Smith's. This is my domain, you know? No, I'm the customer. I'm not putting up with anyone's shit. And I suggest you don't either. You know, but they know that their way of life, this entitled frickin' figuring out what bathroom you're gonna use life, has come to an end. It's over. It's over. And it's what we're dealing with now are the remnants of it. So yeah, people are getting pretty prickly out there. So yeah, be careful too. There was a lot of weather-related factors involved in that crash. Yes, the captain should have landed the plane. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, it was another female pilot that crashed that other helicopter into the side of a frickin' jet and killed U.S. citizens. Our military killed a bunch of U.S. citizens over the Potomac. Another female pilot. Like, she was taking selfies too? What the hell's going on? Wendy's have AI drive-thrus. Hey, how you doing, Arthur? Yeah, everyone, yeah, you're right, XDGen. Yeah, everyone's replaceable. Bottom line. Yeah, robots will never have my say. Yeah, of course, you cannot be replaced, Val. You know that. But yeah, it's not about that. It's about it's a service industry thing for me, because I just see the lack of service. You know, I've always endeavored in business to under-promise and over-deliver. That's been my motto since, you know, I was mowing. Well, I never mowed lawns, or did I? I'm trying to think what my first thing was. I've always done it. It's always been my way. You know, under-promise and over-deliver. You know? Oh, if I knew I was going to be done with something by Tuesday, I would tell them Thursday. You know, if I told them I was going to do 6, I would do 8. And then I would deliver 8 on Tuesday or Wednesday. And I'd always be the hero. That has been that's why I've been successful in my career. Because I've always under-promised, over-delivered, and kept my word. And if I fucked up, I admitted it, and I apologized, and I explained how I was going to do better. You don't see that anymore. Now it's just like, you know, talk to the hand. No, talk to the unemployment line. I'm just not playing that game. I'm just not doing it anymore. But you don't see that. You know, it's so rare. It's so rare. Like, she's over there hustling, doing drinks like a freak. She's got like 2 hands going. She's like doing that flare stuff. Yeah, I mean, so she gets a tip. Thank you, Marie Bella. I mean, that's what everyone should do, but that's the era that I grew up in, not this entitled, you know, it's my job, da-da-da-da-da. You know, everything. Done and done. Handcrafted soap. Why am I getting handcrafted soap? I smell good. What is handcrafted soap nonsense? Alright, let me fire up some chat activities. Dude, a Great Dane Mom, Jim West. Are you noticing that in the UK too? The entitled service workers. Is the new strip mall open yet? Puma is open. We've been in there a couple times. Wait, hold on. Puma. Those are freaking sexy, right? Oh, whoa, hold on. You're making me dizzy. I'm all about the Pumas. All about the Pumas. I mean, they're affordable. You go to the Puma store, they're comfortable AF. I mean, granted, they're gonna hit you. They're made in Italy. It's not like they're made in friggin' China. They're made in Italy. They range from like $70. The most expensive ones that were in there are like 120. The all leather ones. I don't know how they do the price, but I mean, they have some for 60. I mean, they blow Skechers out of the freaking water. They're super, super duper comfortable. Yeah, I love the Puma store. Puma store's boss. Supposedly, Adidas. Some people say Adidas. They're opening up. That's weird, right? So like, you got Adidas, and you got Puma. Like on two different sides. They're gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be interesting. I like Adidas too, but they're not as comfortable. These Pumas are sick comfortable. Like comfortable. Like they actually, okay, I'm gonna say it. I knew someone was gonna go there, Mary. Are they as comfortable as Asics? Some. Like, I bought a couple pairs of Pumas, ain't gonna lie. And I got gifted some too. Some are equal, some are as, and some are more. As far as heel cushion goes, Puma all day. All freaking day. I mean, you could actually feel them. Like, I'm pressing into the heels now, and I can feel them compressing. Adidas, Asics do not do that. They have soft heels, but softer heels, but you can't feel the compression. These are comfortable, super comfortable. What up? Thank you for the coffee fund activities. Yeah, I'm enjoying them, and the Asics, they've gone up stupid expensive now too. They don't even, like, they discontinue them. Well, Puma does that too, from what I understand. But the good Asics, not like the regular, you know, like the dad ones, like New Balance style, where just like, you know, you get your New Balances or you get your Asics with your cargo shorts type of ones, you know, like the dad sneakers. I'm not a dad, so I don't wear them. But those, you know, 80, 90, 60, 80, 90, but the ones I like that are stylish and, you know, like modern and not like dad style, they're like 150, you know, 160, 180, you know, they're getting up there. They're like 130 plus. For 130 at Puma, you could buy like 2 awesome pairs, you know, fill the whole freaking closet up. So I like a good value too. Yeah, customer service is just nil. A friend is finding out. Wow. Yeah, when people took pride in what they did. Yeah, I think it's just, you know, I used to think it was just Vegas, that the service industry is just like FU falling apart. But, you know, the more I talk to people, that it's just like epidemic levels, you know. And I see it because I think people are starting to feel that they can get replaced. I think a lot of entitled people gravitated towards the service industry. You know, conservative people, or what I don't consider myself necessarily conservative. I'm a constitutionalist. Tend to endeavor to have like a little bit of a mentality of having a higher calling. you know, more entrepreneurial, more business related, more, you know, calculated risk. I'm going to start my own thing, whatever. And, you know, people on the left tend to gravitate more towards the service industry, you know, as a whole. I wouldn't say every one of them, but as a whole. So, yeah, you know, there's that sense of entitlement, whatever. I don't feel entitled to shit, you know? I really don't. I don't feel entitled to anything. You know, everything I have comes by the grace of God and my own hands and labor and the, you know, the people around me. So, you just bought 2 pairs of New Balance at the outlet for one. Jim, that's not a bad price. That's how, so, yeah, they're like, do the math, so they're about 100 a piece, a little more out the door. That's not too bad. Like I said, you should try, if you're in town, try that Puma store. Like, everyone in there probably knows me by now, you know, because we've been in there a lot, you know, like seeking out the perfect pairs and whatnot. You know, I want like a different pair all the time, you know, because they're cheap now. Going there like $75. All right, whatever. So anyway, go tell them Bror sent you. Then they gonna give you a discount. Just tell them I sent you. But you'll enjoy it, and you'll get a good deal. You know, you can get like 3 pairs for like $200. Anyway, 14. Wow. Yeah, I heard that, Mark. Hooters is filing for bankruptcy. I heard that. But see, they got a little weird too. You know? I mean, let's just face it. When was the last time you saw a Hooters chick that looked like a Hooters chick? I mean, let's just call it what it is. You know? If you're going to go to Hooters, you're kind of expecting to see some Hooters. You know what I'm saying? But that don't happen no more. Me and my bro were talking about that the other day, you know, like the concept of the booth babe at conventions. Oh, that was frowned upon during the Biden administration. Oh my God, what, a beautiful woman standing in front of the booth greeting people? Well, what the heck is wrong with that, you know? But if you're an OF online hooker, that's empowering? I don't know how that goes. In Vegas, is there a Karen food place? Explain that. Don't you go there for wings? Oh yeah, go there. I haven't been to a Hooters. Last Hooters I was at was on Long Island. And if you want to go see like what a Hooters should look like all the time, go to a grand opening. Because they pull all the like, you know, like the 9s. You know, like the size 0s with, you know, like the triple double Ds on a size 0 frame. They'll pull all those from all over the country for like opening week, and then it's like a free-for-all after that, you know? But that was the last time I was at a Hooters. I remember that. But yeah, you go for the wings. Actually, the last time I was at a Hooters, I went for a poker tournament. They had a poker tournament where the prize was a buy-in at the World Series of Poker. And I made it to the final table, but it was at a Hooters. So that was the last time. Like, I don't go to titty bars either. I don't go to booby bars either. I haven't been to a booby bar in like probably like 30 years, 25 at least. And I was dragged there, kicking and screaming for a bachelor party. It's like, all right, let me go to Buvette's and just look at a steak and not eat it. And if I go to touch the steak, someone comes along and hits my hand. No, you can look at it, but you can't touch it or do anything else with it. All right. That's what I don't get it. You can see all the boobies you want every day of the week. I'm going to go pay, you know, to do that. Sorry, I just don't find any entertainment in that. And I'm so glad all my friends feel the same way, you know. We're all like the same. There's no like stress about that. Because, you know, women will show them to you for free anyway. You walk down the block, half of them are, you know, hanging out anyway. So you're like, want to put on a free show? And you find that empowering? Cool. Thank you. Anyway. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, that's true, Jim. I used to get the words. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you should. When people, I mean, yes, doing your job, you should be compensated for doing your job. And you should be, okay, this is how I'll put it. You should be compensated, and compensated well, for the performance of your job. But you should be rewarded for going above and beyond. That's what I think it should be. That's what I think it should be. Alright. I think I'm gonna have to get going soon. Oh, T-Mobile just let me know my bill's ready. You know what my bill is? It's friggin' stupid. Unlock new opportunities. Become one of our influencers. That shit's so funny. Alright, whatever. I'm reading my messages. No, what did I want to do? I wanted to reset my live chat. Alright, there we go. I want to see what everyone's talking about. Oh my god, I just got hit with hoodies. Hoodies designed for anxiety and stress. Yeah, when the robots come and replace you, you're gonna be pretty friggin' stressed, bro. Anyway, alright, let's get ready. I ain't going nowhere yet, but I want to get ready. I like to make smooth, fast exits. I don't like to linger. When I'm done, I'm done. Hope I don't have any blue lint in my hair. No. Alright, be right back. Oh, this smells good. I think I sprayed some cologne on it. You know what I'm wearing, Jim? Jim West? Wanted by Night. I think I got more on my hoodie than I did on my aorta and my carotid. That's why I felt like putting it today over here. You were the person who inspired that. You sent me that beautiful sample of that Wanted. I never even knew about Wanted until you sent that to me, and I fell in love with that stuff. I got Wanted and Wanted by Night. Christmas. Alright, let me check to see. Yeah, right? That is not me, right? It's like, for some reason the camera looks very blown out today. You know, looks like overexposed. Like it doesn't even look like I have eyebrows. That's weird. Or barely a goatee. But yeah, it's like almost the same color, and I am not that color. Yeah, I think I'll retire that one. I think I'll use that shirt to buff out my countertop. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh really? You got some new fragrances? Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, you turned me on to those. Oh, you know what I popped out this morning too? There was I had one soap left of that really, really elegant smelling bath soap. I was saving the last one, and I used one. I had some soap from Lush. I'll admit it. But it smells so good. But it's like a pure lye soap with a little bit of fragrance in it. I just love UK products. I mean, I'll admit it. you guys got great product over there. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. There's a possibility of it. Depends how work situation goes today, or tonight, or paint. Yeah, I wish Jim could come too. gym, brother. Well, one day I'm gonna make it out to the UK. Alright, let me just check fan fundabilities. See if anyone else contributed to the parking fund. Nope, we're good. Alright, so there's a chance I might go out tomorrow night, but I don't know yet. I gotta find out how tonight goes, my availability tomorrow-wise. But, contrary to popular belief, I didn't quit YouTube, obviously, because I'm here. But I will do it when I have a chance. You know, not when I have a chance, when I have time. It's just been that level of busy crazy. But, yeah, I mean, people keep putting, you know, happy retirement and all that other shit. And I get it, you know, because it used to be 5 days a week. I like doing that, though. It's mesmerizing. Then it became 3, then it became 2, then it became 1. Because it is what it is. It's, you know, YouTube is an expensive hobby. You know, it's an expensive hobby. I don't make money at it. If anything, it costs me money to do YouTube. If you knew what I made for 2024, you know, after all is said and done, it cost me money to have the channel last year. So, you know, I cannot be dedicating 20, 30, 40 hours to a week and pay for it. You know, I'm paying to it. That's a little backwards math, you know. So yeah, it's an expensive hobby. So I'll do it when I can, and you know, I appreciate it. And Miss Google, did I see Miss Google? What, Miss Google? Are you sick? Oh, you got teeth pulled out and all that? I feel that pain. You know what? I had that face surgery. Yeah, that's no joke. I'm going to toss up some blessings for you. You'll be better. Yeah, I'm no stranger to that. Yeah, so it's kind of like an expensive hobby, but it's a hobby nonetheless. And you know what? You guys are my friends, so I enjoy, you know, coming and hanging out with you. I just cannot do it on the schedule that I used to. At the beginning, like the first 2 years, I was, you know, I wouldn't say I was making money, but I wasn't losing money, you know. And then like the past year and a half, it's just, you know, it's gone in the other direction. So I ain't pointing the finger at nothing or whatever or nobody, but I don't mind coming out here and breaking even. But if it's gonna cost me money to do it, I just can't do it. I mean, I don't think you guys would either. All that being said, I still enjoy doing it. I didn't quit YouTube, and I'll do it when I can because I love you guys, you know? We've been friends. We're going on 5 years. 5 years. It'll be in August 9th. I think it'll be 5 years. So yeah, I want to see you all, and I want to see everyone at the get-together this April, which is going to be amazing. We're still doing that, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think there's like 1 seat left, or 2. So yeah, we're fully booked now, so awesomeness. All right, people, I'm gonna jet. I love you guys. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for, I think I saw some Venmo activities. I appreciate that too. Cover the cost. Thank you very much. And I love you guys. And I might stream tomorrow, I might not, but the only way you're going to find out whether I do or not, and I think next Friday will be a thing too, according to my schedule so far. The only way you'll know is if you like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button and get notified when I do this again, which is at least when I have the time, and I'll see you then. And on that note, I like doing that. Bror Fredrik.